guys, good morning. My name is Sai Kiran and you can call me as Sai. So this is my very first video on YouTube. From today, I am planning to discuss some practical things on, not discuss, I'm going to do some practical things on AWS, DevOps and Kubernetes. So my video mainly targets people who is starting their career in the cloud domain as a fresher, and it also targets the people who have experience also. So if you found any doubts or if you have any queries, you can directly put it in the comment section where I'm going to see and reply one after one. So today we are going to discuss something about a portfolio where it's your own portfolio, how to deploy it using some AWS services. So the reason why I have started with the AWS is, and then why I'm saying DevOps after, and then after that with Kubernetes is, see, AWS is an infrastructure as a service, right? Which is an infrastructure. So you'll be doing everything here with manually, and tomorrow, and not tomorrow, like after some days, if you're jumping onto the DevOps, then you will understand the gist of the automation because DevOps contains a lot of tools like Git, Docker, Terraform, Ansible, Puppet, Chef, Jenkins, SonarQube, Nexus, JFrog, all these tools, etc. Tomorrow there'll be a new tool adding an DevOps strategist. So without knowing how AWS services works or without knowing how you will be doing manually on the AWS services. So it's waste of doing spending much time on DevOps and Kubernetes because DevOps is all about an automation. When you do an automation, you will not be understanding why you're doing automating, on what you're doing automating, for the purpose of what you're doing automation exactly. So that's the reason why that's the sole reason I'm starting it with the AWS today. So I'm not taking any syllabus or things like that. Uh, Today is the very first day, as I said before. So I'm directly jumping on to the practical stuff. So let's get ready, guys. So this is my AWS console. If you do not know AWS, how to create your own AWS account, do not worry. As I said before, this is my very first video. I'll quickly take you how to create your own portfolio using some of the services like EC2 and its components, and then Route 53, which is the DNS, and then we'll be rounding up with the secure socket layer updation just for the security purpose. Going feature, I'm going to tell you each and everything, whatever you're seeing it on a console. Left side, what are the components and all these things, VPC components and IAM roles and each and everything. I'm going to explain it in practically. I'm not going to take anything theoretically which were lengthy. The major reason of creating this channel is to create some practicals. Apart from this, I'll also try to post it on Medium. Just you can watch it and do the things by yourself. So let's start, guys. So first, what I'll do is I'll create one EC2 instance. I'll click on Launch Instance. Uh, you can see I'm in North Virginia region. I'll give the name as testing. Uh, So these are the various OS images where Amazon presents. So this will be the common one, Ubuntu, which I like. I'll take this distribution. Do not worry, guys. As I said before, again, people who are very new to cloud, people who are very new to AWS, let's not worry. The only thing what you can do in this video, you just make sure you're understanding the flow which what I'm following. From tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the individual services, like what it is, why we are using that, and what are the components we have for it. So for now, you can watch the flow of it, and people who have already have experience, they can understand this very easily, and they'll be also understanding how to deploy their own website by their own. Okay, so now I'll be selecting 20, Ubuntu 20 version. These are all free tier machines. So instance type, we have a huge number of instance types for testing. T2 micro is more enough for me. But if you wanted to keep it as medium or large based on the data you are putting inside, so it's totally your wish, guys. But for me, T2 micro is more than enough. I have already created a key pairs. I'll select the latest one. When it comes to the network settings, again, I have created a VPC, and inside this VPC, I have taken six subnets. Three were public subnets and three were private subnets. I'm telling it again, guys. People who are watching for the very first time who doesn't have any idea on AWS, let's not worry, guys. Just follow the flow. In future, I'm going to discuss about what are the subnets and why you should create public and private. What is the purpose? I'll tell you each and everything. So for testing, private subnet is not required for me. I'm selecting one of the public subnet. Again, I kept all these subnets in different regions. I mean, for different availability zones. Three public subnets in 1A, 1B, 1C, and three private subnets in 1A, 1B, 1C just for the high availability. And after this, I'm enabling this assign auto assign public IP because I'm not keeping anything in private subnets just because of this test environment. And then security groups. Advanced configuration is not required now. I'll tell you in future if it is required. And then 8 GB is enough for me. And here also advanced details, we'll be talking more on EC2 user data. So we can talk that later. And one instance is enough for me. Let's click on instance. So meanwhile, what we can do is just go to the GoDaddy. Guys, I'm not suggesting you to go with the GoDaddy itself only because it's uh, totally your wish. If you wanted to go with any other hosting or some other domains, I don't know. If you wanted to go and purchase it, it's your wish. I'm not suggesting you to purchase from here, but I do have some domains here itself. Let me log in. Yeah, it's logged in. Let me go to my products. So, oh, I'm sorry, forgot to show you something. If you are new to this and if you wanted to buy any domain name, so all you can do is you can see the very cheap one is xyz.com. XYZ will show high for me sometimes. The reason is I have taken three, four domain names from same mail ID. So you try logging in with the new mail ID, maybe you'll be getting some extra off or something. So this is example I've given testing of XYZ. Make sure you're also taking XYZ. If there is anything which is cheaper than XYZ, dot XYZ, you can go with it just for testing purpose. The reason why, guys, you are not spending your money for the uh, you're not wasting your money by purchasing your GoDaddy domain because I'll tell you why. In future, when you're learning some of the services in AWS, you require domain name for sure, just for your practicals. And in future, if you're learning Kubernetes, there is something called kops configuration, which is Kubernetes cluster creation using kops operations. Okay. For that also you require domain name. I'll not do anything on EKS clusters. Of course, we do have that option, but still, I'll be creating a 7 node Kubernetes cluster where two as master and rest for the worker nodes. For that purpose, also you need a domain name. So make sure you're buying the domain name, which is just 169 rupees. Okay. So it's very important. You're not wasting your money, you're wasting it for good sake only. So once after buying this domain name, if you click on my products, you can see your products here. Okay. Mine is Cloud Ishwakarma, which is the very latest one. I bought this for all these explanations on YouTube. So I'll click on it. Again, I'm saying yes, people who are watching this for the very first time, just watch the flow. Do not get confused. People who already know, they will be understanding it very well. And if you wanted to ask anything, please keep it in the comment section. So I'll click on domains. I'll click on manage DNS. The reason why I'm showing this now is we need to change the name servers here. So you can ask me why you are changing the name servers because how does GoDaddy know that Sai Kiran is doing some things from AWS Route 53? So we need to make some handshake method between this GoDaddy and AWS, right? So regardless of any cloud, if you are using any Azure, GCP, Huawei, Alibaba, IBM, like regardless of any cloud, if you are hosting it and if you are taking in a domain name from the different websites, then what you have to do is you need to make the handshake method between them. So here, these were the name servers. You can ask me, Sai, from where you got these name servers. I'll tell you. We should go to Route 53 service now. Open link. So you should click hosted zones. This is my this iCredit PI is my portfolio. I'm not going to touch this, which is running now. This is Cloud Vishwakarma, which I have created before this class because whenever a name servers have been entered here, it will take exactly 45 minutes for syncing in the backend. So instead of wasting time, what I did is just 1 hour before I just sync these names already, but I'll show you how to do it. You have to click on create a hosted zone. Okay. So here you should give your domain name properly. Don't give some other words like this. You should give the exact domain name which what you have purchased. Okay. So this is the domain name I have purchased. So what I'll do is I'll just go here and then I'll paste my domain name here. And description is optional. You can give anything you want. This is a testing purpose. As I told you before, I'll be keeping doing everything on public itself only. This is not my production dev or QA environment. This is my own laptop. This is my personal environment. So I can do anything with the public stuff only. So all you have to do is you have to click on create hosted zones. I have created already. So once after you're creating, so here it looks like cloudissuekarma.in. And then you have to click it. Here you'll be seeing the name servers here. You can see here. Okay. This has been done before itself only. As I said before, the syncing time will take hell lot of time, 45 minutes. Sometimes it will take more than a day also. So for the time being, I have synced it already. You can see 622.org. Guys, make sure when you're pasting it, I'll show you how to paste it. First, you have to copy this, Control C, and then come to the GoDaddy domain name. Here you have to click change name servers. Okay. Make sure you're entering it properly. When you're entering here, see only four tabs will be there. Here only four name servers will be there. This route traffic to values will be there. Only four. So you have to paste the first one as first one, the second one as second one, and the third one as third one, and the fourth one as fourth one here. Make sure you're removing these dots in the last. If you're not removing the dots in the last, what will happen is it will take some time for syncing, right? So in the time it will fail. So please be very careful. Do not keep any spaces also because GoDaddy doesn't even know with whom it is syncing with. So it will not even tell you what is the problem exactly. Again, you have to reach out to the support guys, and it will be a very big thing which I did the mistake initially. So don't keep any spaces. Even in the first also, don't keep any spaces. Don't keep any dots. Remove all the dots. There should be not any dots. Okay, and then save it. And then again a pop-up will be coming for you using your own name service, and then you have to click yes, continue. However, I have created it already. See, where is my instance? Yeah, here it is. Testing website. So we have this public IP here. So on on Route 53, what you have to do is you have to create a record. Okay. Again, I'm telling in this records we do have a lot of policies like simple routing, weighted, latency, failover, GI, and all. We are going to discuss this later clearly, each and every policy, and then we'll be also doing the practicals on each and everything. So now, what it is asking when you're see now, I'll take you back. Once after the domain names have been synced, make sure that the domain names have been synced. Wait for 45 minutes like that, and then what you can do is you have to click on create record, and then it is asking you to create a subdomain. So for subdomain, you can give whatever you want. You can give sai123.com or kkk123.com or whatever you want. But for now, what I'll give is I'll give www.cloudvishwakarma.in. Okay. And then why I'm selecting this route traffic to an IPv4 address is, See here, we need to enter our public IP of our instance because this is where we are deploying each and everything inside creating. Now later we'll be installing Nginx here, and then we'll breaking the path of Nginx and we will be routing it to our cloud Vishwakarma.in. So I'll be showing all those things in the next steps. So this is the reason why we have to give our public IP address, public instance IP address here. TTL seconds, 1 minute is enough, 300 seconds were not enough. And then, as I said before, it is simple routing policy. All these were, we can ignore now, I'll tell you later. But for now, example, let's take geolocation. Geolocation is something which talks US users should route to US users only, Indian users should route to Indian users only. So it will be like that. There are weighted latency failover and all. So we can discuss this later. For now, you can watch the flow and then create records. Let's wait till the status gets updated to sync. It is showing pending, right? In few minutes, it will show sync with green letters. It should sync. Come on. Okay, let it sync. No problem. We'll be connecting to this instance now. You can connect it directly from here. I do have a habit of connecting from party session. Let me connect here. Browse and then my latest PEM authentication and then open. We enter. So, sorry. So now, guys, there is something which I have prepared this. What this will do, I'll explain you now step by step. This will install Nginx, CertBot, and everything. I have already pasted. I'll also paste the GitHub description link here. I mean, the GitHub link in the description. So for time being, I'll show you github.com/iconvi. Yeah. So this is the one. Let's encrypt for free. See, I have written each and every command step by step why we are doing this, for what purpose we are doing this and all. Okay. So I'll also explain you now. Yeah, it got synced already. It got synced. Super. So now let's jump here. It's cloud issue camera. Okay. So first we will enter this sudo apt update and apt install nginx command. So as we know that sudo apt update updates the package index and apt install hyphen y nginx, we know that it installs the nginx web server and the y indicates a flag which is automatically it will give yes. Okay. And then we'll install the CertBot. So again, this certbot sudo apt update and then sudo apt install certbot python 3 hyphen certbot nginx. This is nothing. It installs a certbot tool for automatically managing SSL certificates. SSL is again a secure socket layer. I'll show you now what is SSL exactly. And the certbot plugin for nginx. So this command indicates that you can go through the GitHub website, guys. Uh, I decided not to waste time explaining each and everything in this very first video, but in future, yes, definitely. And then we do have the third command, which where we are creating a directory. See, watch this command here. Actually, when installing Nginx, the path will be var, www, and HTML. Now, what we are doing is we are injecting something in between here, which is our domain name. Okay, which is cloud.vishwakarma.in. This is our domain name. So we are rerouting it to the different path. Okay, so it creates a directory to the host the website files. I'll be showing you the website files. Here are our website files. Let's not jump onto this now, you will get confused. So the reason why we are creating this is uh, to create a directory to host the website files. Let me enter this. Done. And then we have change ownership command. We are changing the ownership of this directory to the current user. Okay. And then this chmod 777, not 777, it is 755, I believe. Yeah. So this, what this command will do is it will change the permission of the directory to allow read, write, and execute. See, this in future I'll tell you what was this value 755. In the Amazon interview, they have asked me what is 7 mean and 5 mean and 5 mean. So this changes the permission of the directory to read, write, and execute access for the owners and read and execute the access for others also. Okay, I'll tell you in future what was this 444, 777, 400, all these means. Done. And now what we are doing is we are creating a text editor. This command mainly means it will open a text editor to create and edit the HTML files where we'll be pasting the provided HTML file. This is the HTML file you need to paste here. Okay, and then paste this. Control C, paste it. Click on Control X, leave everything, and give only Y, and then enter. Done. Okay, and this is the next command. Same, we are creating a text editor again, and then again we need to copy this. Dot copied, yeah. So again, this is creating a Nginx server block configuration. Okay, this is creating a text editor where it will reflect in our when a user enters a domain name or something, this thing will reflect. I'll show you now. This is something which creates a Nginx server block configuration. So it opens a text editor as per the command to create the Nginx server block configuration file. So these are all ports, 80 port, and then listeners, and then this is the where our like exact directory lies, which is root var, and then this, and then the server name, which is our cloud.vishwakarma.in, and then just now I did something www dot subdomain it is. It got synced also, so I am giving this domain name too, and I'll paste here, and then sudo. So this command mainly, it enables, it creates a symbolic link actually. It creates a symbolic link from the configuration file in sites available to sites enabled. Okay, so it's enabling the server block. This command mainly, and then which is sudo nginx -t means test. It will test and tell us whether if it is successful or unsuccessful. You can see here it is successful. Okay, I'm just opening the, no, let me hit here itself. Let's not open the new script. And then I'm restarting the Nginx server. Done. So at last, what we're doing with this sudo certbot only command is, see, it requests a wildcard certificate for the domain. Actually, the domain means we have taken one domain, right? Cloud.vishwakarma.in. So it requests a wildcard SSL certificate, and it's all subdomains also. Whatever subdomain is nothing but the star. Whatever domains, star means whatever you're giving, it will like it all its subdomains using the DNS verifications. Copy it, paste it here, and then click on enter. So here it is asking share your email address with the electronic frontier. Yeah. This is, I told you, right, CertBot. So they'll be asking your email ID. Yes, I'll be giving the email ID. You have to give yes. Um, and then if the mission publicly, yes, you can, no problem. See here, if you see, it is asking please deploy a DNS text record. Please deploy a DNS text record under the name. So this will be the subdomain. Okay. So under the subdomain, what it is asking, create a text record. We need to select a text record. And what will be the text record? This is the text record. I'll show you now. Yeah, see what it says. Let's read one by one. Deploy a DNS text record. In order to do that, first you need to click on record. The subdomain, what it has given? What is the subdomain it has given? It has given acme-challenge. You need to paste this acme-challenge, remove the dot because dot is already here. Do not get confused. And then what it says, select the text record. Here is a text record. It says DNS record, text record. So what will be the text record? This is the text record. You need to paste the text record here. And then 1 minute is enough. Again, it's you can leave it like this. Do not worry about this. So what it will happen is when you click on create records, we need to wait till it gets synced because what it will happen is see do not click on continue immediately. Wait till this pending status gets synced. Once it is done and when you click on continue, what it will do is in the backend it will go to the route 53 and it will check whether a name called acme underscore challenge dot cloudishwakarma.in record has been there or not. If it didn't found that, then the certificate will be failed. It will only pass until and unless it found the certificate. So let's not rush here. Yeah, now it got synced. We'll come back and see whether the record name is there or not. Yes, Acme has been created. Now go back and click on continue. Enter. See, it's successful now. Guys, keep this, where are this private key? These two names in your mind, but not for now. When in future, when you're working on Kubernetes, these two files plays a major role when you're giving admin level tasks to any person. Okay, I'll talk on this in future, but for now, I'm just showing you. In future, I'll be using the same keys only. Okay, now it got created. Now let's go back and see whether if it is. We should get that server block is ready or something or Nginx. Yeah, see, it is working right. Now, what you can do is previously we have redirected it to different directory, which is cd var www cloud and then what it is html ls-il. So this is the one index.html. Now we need to rewrite all our project files into this exact directory. Okay. So how we can do is we can go ahead and copy paste individual file, but I'm not going to take it will take huge time. Instead of that, what I'll do is I'll just take WinSCP. For time being, I'll show you how it looks like exactly. WinSCP makes the work very easy as far as I know. So this is our portfolio actually. So now what I'll do is I'll just quickly open WinSCP and then I'll click on new tab, new site. Host name is nothing but your EC2 instance public DNS name. Give the host name here. Username is nothing but Ubuntu. If you are using Amazon Linux, it's EC2-user, and then password is what I kept. Let me enter. Done. Click on advanced. Now you have to select the PEM file because Windows CPU doesn't know to what it is connecting, right? Exactly. So there should be some authentication. Okay. 1 second, guys. Click on login. Yes. And then you have to enter your. Meanwhile, we should go back to the command prompt and we'll see whether if it is synced or not. Yeah, it got synced. You can see here. First, it got timeout, but it got synced. I'll also check with ping command. Yeah, it's pinging. See, yeah, our domain is up and running, so no problem. This is our local machine side, guys. People who doesn't know about Windows CPU do not get confused. I connected to our remote machine, which is EC2 instance. It's in home Ubuntu. It's in home directory, and this is our local machine. All you have to do is you have to click where exactly your files were. My portfolio. Yes, this is my directory in the local machine. All these files were here, and here you have to select root because you'll be pasting it on root directory, right? Do not worry about this. It's just an slash root. Okay, it went to the root now. Just click here. Where is our Nginx server path? Var www. In Nginx configuration blog, what we have did, if you go back and see, we are telling them to take the website files from here. Okay, not from the Nginx default path. We have rerouted it to var www cloudvishwakarma.in and then HTML. So from here we are telling it to take the web files. So click on Cloud Vishwakarma HTML. Okay, so this is the index.html. So what I will do is I'll come back and then I'll delete this HTML file because this is the default one which is not required. rm-rf index.html and then cd dot slash chmod 777. I'll show you directly. I'm not going to give you the command now, but I'll show you what will happen if you paste a file directly. See, if I paste it here, it will throw you an error now. See, you know why it is throwing an error? Because we do not have permissions to paste a file there. Okay, now I'll give the permissions. Guys, again, I'm telling this is my local machine, so I'm giving permissions whatever I want, but in real time, you're not supposed to give such permissions. Okay, chmod 777. I'm sorry, I should come back. Uh, cd html. Now it should work. Once after done, I'll take back this to the original position. That's not a problem. So if you want to leave it like that, you can leave it. However, this is our own machine. This is the local machine, so it's not a problem. I'll select all my website files. You might be getting a doubt from where you got this. I got this from internet sources where I have taken all these things and I did some changes where you can also do the same. In internet, you'll be getting a hell lot of what is called files where you can do all the things by your own. So what I'll do is I'll copy this entire and paste it in our Cloud Vishwakarma slash HTML directory. So yeah, it's getting finished. So we'll wait till it gets finished. Oh, the server gets disconnected. It's okay. We can restart it. So let's go and check whether our files were there or not. Uh, Cloud and then HTML. Name. Yeah, we got our files. That's it. Yeah, it's done. You can minimize this. And now let's go back and check whether if all these files are really reflecting on our domain name or not. Okay. Let me open a cognitive window. www.cloudissuekarma.in. Maybe it will take some time, guys, but it will work. Yeah, see, it's working. So this is the portfolio of mine. If you click on go through, it's still loading. Just hold on. It's still loading. We can scroll down. Yeah. And then if you click on resume, you can view my resume here. And if you come down, these are my projects, and these are the contact details where I posted. So see here, if you click on Docker, you can go to the Docker, LinkedIn, GitHub, and Medium page as well. So this is not the end, guys. What about the SSL certificate? You should also update it, right? So I'll tell you how to update your SSL certificate using the CertBot. And then there is a command called CertBot hyphen hyphen something. Yeah, CertBot hyphen hyphen nginx. Enter this command. So it is asking which is the domain name you are asking for, and then I'll give two and then enter because second one is cloudissuekarma.in is the mine. And then see, read it here properly. It is asking, please choose whether or not to redirect HTTP traffic to HTTPS, which means, see, imagine a user or client will not be typing HTTPS colon double slash and then the domain name. No, they'll be just giving www dot and then what was there, they'll be giving it. So for that, it should automatically redirect to HTTPS. Okay, so that is the reason why I'm giving as number two and then I'll click on enter. Now, what will happen is in the backend it will work, but it will take a little bit time. So it will sync in the backend. See, now it is not secure, right? See, it is secure now. You can open this from anywhere because if it is not secured, then what will happen is this site will automatically your office machine will block you to enter into this domain name. So see now it got secured. If you click here and if you see if the connection is secure or not, you can see the certificates here and see here it is. Let's enter it. Updated is just now, which is 3rd April 2024, and then valid till July 2024. Yeah. That's it, guys. This is the practical which I wanted to show you. So this is all from my end for today. If you uh, found anything or if you wanted to ask me anything, you can go ahead and uh, ask me in the comment sections. Also, you can have a connection request on my LinkedIn. See, I'm going to reply all the messages. I'm going to watch each and every messages whomsoever is sending, and I'll be active on LinkedIn also since very long time. I'm proactive on LinkedIn. I post all the videos, not videos. I post all the Medium configurations, the GitHub things, and all those things on the LinkedIn. So you can connect with me on LinkedIn. If you have any queries, you can also ask me there. Any doubt, regardless of anything, whether if it is technical or non-technical. And also, if you have any doubts particularly to this video, you can comment in the comment section and make sure you're liking this video and make sure you're sharing with your friends and let's grow together. As I said before, I'm going to post only the practical stuff where we are not going to take any lengthy theoretical things. Initially, I was planning for the next 40 days to post all the stuff only related to the AWS, and then whatever we did manually on the AWS, we'll be automating using the DevOps strategies, and then finally we'll be hosting it on the Kubernetes. So that's all from my end. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.